Today, we will talk about IRS Form 8379, the Injured Spouse Allocation. IRS Form 8379, the Injured Spouse Allocation is a form that the negatively impacted spouse can file to request their share of a joint tax refund that has been seized to pay the past due obligations of the other spouse. These obligations can include past due federal tax, state tax, child support, or federal non-tax debt, such as a student loan. The injured spouse, who does not owe the debt, can file Form 8379 to reclaim their portion of the tax refund if it has been used to cover the overdue debts of the other spouse, including past due child support, alimony, federal or state taxes, federal non-tax debt, and certain unemployment compensation debt. It's important to note that Form 8379 can be filed with a joint tax return, an amended joint tax return, or separately afterward. If you file a paper version with your joint return, it takes about 14 weeks for the IRS to process. If you file it electronically, it can take about 11 weeks to process. If you live in a community property state, the rules for claims filed on Form 8379 may differ, and the IRS will use the laws in those states to determine the amount, if any, refundable to the injured spouse. The injured spouse relief is different from innocent spouse relief. Injured spouse relief applies when a joint tax refund has been used to pay the other spouse's debts, while innocent spouse relief applies when a spouse has been made responsible for back taxes, interest, and penalties resulting from improperly reported taxes on a joint return. Here are 5 key takeaways. 1. IRS Form 8379 is a tax form that can be filed to reclaim part of a tax refund that has been used to pay for an overdue debt. 2. If a married couple files a joint tax return and the refund is applied to one spouse's past due debts, the injured spouse can file Form 8379 to get their share of the refund. 3. An injured spouse form can be filed with a joint tax return, amended joint tax return, or afterward by itself. 4. If you live in a community property state, the rules may differ. The IRS uses laws in these states to determine if, and how much, an injured spouse is entitled to. 5. It takes 8 to 14 weeks for the IRS to process an injured spouse allocation. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.